suggestion from the audience, and then we'll build characters, scenes, dialogue, all made up on the spot just for you from that one suggestion. There is a very talented barista if anyone is thirsty. There's a bathroom, it's just that white door on your way to the coffee stand. And if anybody has cell phones, pagers, whatever, if you could silence them, that'd be great. Alright, so, closing up the show tonight, we're going to have the Stage Monkeys.
I think that this fucking thing to stand up. It keeps toppling. You can bend it any way you want. It keeps toppling.
Hey, Chris.
That's Claire Yale. I'm Chris George. The way that our show's going to work is we're going to give a suggestion here real fast, and then we're going to show you a fourth date between two characters. So, because it was Valentine's Day this week, who had somebody do something very romantic for them at any point in their life?
Not just on Tuesday, like any time you had a good date.
And we had like somebody do something really awesomely romantic.
So sweet.
Massage.
That person.
We flew to Epcot in Walt Disney World.
Okay, awesome. All right, nice. So
Was that
just
we as
on a
in
whim?
you and someone that you're sitting by?
Yes.
Which one?
Yeah.
Okay. Seeing who I need to see.
So is that like on a whim that you guys went?
Well, that's how he proposed.
That's how
Oh,
you
there was a proposal.
at Epcot?
We flew out there and we got a reservation at like a French restaurant and he proposed in the restaurant at Epcot, but he hadn't planned along and I had no idea.
How did you feel, sir? Like, how was that flight for you?
Well, I wasn't so surprised.
Will you marry me? Well, where did this come from?
So do you guys really like Disney? Is that like a big...
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. But neither of us have ever been to
Disney World.
Right.
Exciting.
We're like,
Very good. All right, thanks very much.
Can't get enough of these peanuts.
Hey, you might want to settle down a little bit. We got a long flight.
I get so anxious on flights, you know. I don't take long flights very often.
No?
No.
I fly long distance all the time. At least like once a year since I was like 12.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious? No. You fly more than the average person.
I don't think so.
I mean, if we're talking the entire world, yes.
I mean, my dad travels a lot for business, so, you know, like once a year, you know, I'll try and catch up with him wherever he is. So, you know, like I've been to England, France, Germany, I went to Russia one time.
You went to Russia?
Yeah.
People go to Russia?
People go to Russia, of course people go to Russia.
I just picture Russia as like boarded up windows and snow.
I mean, there's a summer in there.
There's a summer in Russia?
Yes, there's a summer in Russia. There's a summer everywhere.
That's not accurate.
Yeah.
There's a summer everywhere?
There's a summer everywhere.
Okay, wise guy. There's a summer in like Antarctica?
Armrest back up. We're gonna get cozy over here.
Okay. Well, wise... Can we put it back? I was using that to make a point a little bit. Listen, wise guy. There's a summer in Antarctica?
Yeah. But when do you think people go to Antarctica? Do you think they
People go to Antarctica? I just picture like snow and penguins.
No, there's like research bases down there. I mean,
people don't go there.
Yeah,
I mean, people go there.
I mean, you can go there. I mean, if
You
you're
can
into
obviously
that sort
go
of thing.
there.
No, there's like a race. There's like a marathon that goes across Antarctica.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I mean, you're not like short shorts and a wife beater with a number pin to you. You got like a dog and a sled and gear, and you're trying to go this, distance.
That's so weird.
It's no weirder than people who they run across the Badlands of New Mexico or something.
I would argue that it's weirder to go to Antarctica to run across it than it is to go to New Mexico for a run.
No, I mean, okay, I'm a little biased because I think sort of all running is kind of ridiculous in general.
Can I please have your peanuts? I have to do something with my hands. I'm hurting my legs. I'm squeezing them so tight. Just need... She's gonna call my...
bag of peanuts.
I'm saying you can have some more.
They only give you one bag of peanuts.
Don't press the button.
That's for emergencies. That's an emergency button.
She'll give us more peanuts.
She might give you more peanuts.
What?
Because you're a girl.
You always think that. She's not a lesbian.
No, it's not a lesbian thing. Girls are
Excuse me. May we please have some more peanuts?
Just out of curiosity, if I had asked for peanuts, would you give me peanuts? Don't try and take your response that you just gave her to be indicative in any way or influence or bias your decision in how you would give
I mean, if I may, ma'am, in the most respectful way possible, is it not your job to give us peanuts?
Okay, allow me to interject here, if I may. Is it not the airline's policy to only give one bag of peanuts?
Nope. It's not. Thank you. We will accept lots of bags of peanuts.
It's very condescending the way you call her
What? That's respectful.
No, ma'am is something you say to like old ladies. You're like, yes ma'am, no ma'am.
It's something you say to all of your elders.
No. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's something you say to all your elders.
She's visibly 5 years older than I am.
Not really very much.
That's okay.
I'm not saying it's not okay. You'll be 5 years older than you are now in 5 years.
Right. Someone who's 5 years younger will call me ma'am.
I don't think you like it. I don't like it when people call me sir. I don't.
Why?
I find it
I
weird.
call you sir.
You do it in a joking way, you know, like, hey, get over here, and you're like, yes, sir. I mean, it's like a cute way.
Well, maybe other people intend it in a cute way.
No, those people I work with, they don't intend it any cute way.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure none of the people I work with want to sleep with me.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure none, well, there's one guy, maybe. Maybe one guy.
He
But-
only calls you sir, doesn't
No,
he?
he doesn't call me sir, though. He'll like, he usually calls me boo. He'll be like, hey, can I have those files? I'm like, yeah, boo. Hands are so cold.
It's freezing in here. You opened all the vents.
I
was gonna
need
say
air
something.
on me. It's so stifling in here. We're not yelling.
You are yelling. You just yelled.
Sorry. We yelled a little.
Look, I took your burden.
Your arm is cold.
I'm freezing all over except for my butt. I don't know why that's warm, but it's burning up. Will you hold my peanuts?
Can I have a peanut? This was originally
Yeah, it's
my
fine.
bag.
We're gonna get more.
We're not really that high. I mean, 30,000 feet is not really all that high.
It's pretty high.
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not outrageously high. I mean, that's the elevation of planes fly.
That's like 6,000 billion Shaquille O'Neals. The billion was a little outlandish.
Yeah, maybe.
I was gonna do the math, but I didn't want to, so I shot high.
I think you overshot.
I overshot a little.
Quite considerable amount. You're also assuming that there's that many Shaquille O'Neals to stack on top.
No, I'm saying theoretically.
I mean, I don't know that they would all stand on top of each other.
Okay.
Why would you do Shaquille O'Neal?
He's the biggest man I knew to say! He's the biggest man! Is there a bigger man?
Probably. Yeah, Andre the Giant is bigger.
He's dead.
But if it's a theoretical, you could stack anybody on top of each other. You could say, well, we're 30,000 feet. That's the height if you took every one of the U.S. presidents in order and stacked them on top of each other 20 times.
There you go.
That's really complicated. It's really complicated to say that.
Then I
Because then you gotta be
simplified
like,
it.
you could be like Washington, Monroe, Adams, the other Adams, Warren G. Harding.
Jeff, I simplified it. I said, deal with it. I said one person, and I stacked it incorrectly. It's fine.
Are you afraid of heights?
I am afraid of flying. I told you that. I'm not comfortable in this plane.
Okay.
Aside from the fact that you're right here.
So let's assume that I had to go
Stop buzzing my face.
fly or whatever.
Flies come on airplanes?
Yeah. go where humans go. That's the rule. Can I at least? Are you just gonna
You
hold
can
my
expressively talk all you want, but can I just hold it, please?
arm? You just want to hold my arm.
You're a little warmer than I am. You ate all of them.
Peanuts. I had like 4 peanuts.
We'll get more.
I had like 4 peanuts.
I don't think she forgot.
Yeah, sure, come back.
Sometimes they do forget. There's a lot of people.
You didn't have to come on this if you didn't want. If you don't want to fly.
No, I wanted to come.
We could have driven.
I was not going to drive to Boston.
Why not? A road trip. It would have been fun.
We would have had to take 2 weeks off of work.
Okay, 2 weeks. A 2-week road trip.
That's all we get. All year.
Okay. Are you planning on using your vacation for something
Yeah,
else?
whenever possible. You don't... I take extra days because I like to get out of there so often.
Okay. I don't know if I any fault in that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right.
Flying is the only way. Just don't like it.
Just think about something else. Yeah, just imagine that we're in a car, right? And that we're actually those shade. We're actually driving. We're just a few inches off the ground. We're going like 75 miles an hour. You know, we're just hanging out. Good times. Sun's coming in. We got the radio on.
This car's like the size of 50 Shaquille
Oh.
O'Neal's.
Why 50?
So many Shaquille O'Neal's. It's a long car.
All right, it's a big car. Just imagine it's a big car.
And all of our closest strangers are with us.
Just don't imagine they're there. I mean, it's trust me, taking it from someone who flies a lot. You just kind of pretend that nobody else is on the plane.
That guy's been staring at me. He's literally just staring at me.
Not looking at me.
I thought I could make him uncomfortable. Staring back.
You're just feeding him. You're feeding him. Look.
Do you think he wants the peanuts?
I don't think he wants the peanuts. That's ridiculous.
That person's snoring.
He really moved his chair way back.
Way back. Way back. A lot of personal space in here.
Plugging your nose.
No, I'm just scratching. Long.
If something's bothering you, smell. But this is why you turn on the vent. You get fresh air.
Can't go anymore. It's
You
open
want
all
to
the
maybe
way.
switch seats or something?
Yeah. Can we switch seats?
Yeah.
I think like a change of scenery will do this.
I mean, that's fine. You're where it's like 2
Oh
feet.
my gosh, this is such a good idea. Okay, you go over.
Why don't you just get out first?
What?
Just get out first. You want me to climb over the top of
But
you?
yeah, actually, that's what I had envisioned. You are literally in that guy's face. This is what I'm talking about.
It's a small plane. Just get back in. It's not a big deal.
I'm thrilled about your grandma's birthday party, though.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a ball.
90. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
90.
Like 90 relatives at this thing to meet
Yeah. Yeah. Probably. I mean, maybe.
all at the same time.
You don't have to meet all of them.
It's like an atomic bomb of relatives.
I don't like the idea of you talking about my family as if they're a thermonuclear weapon.
That came out a little harsher than I meant it to.
I mean,
Just speaking was like, bleh.
but don't refer to them as a device that kills a lot of people.
It's just a lot of people to meet at one time. I
Don't
just
feel like you have to meet everybody.
There's my family.
You don't have to meet everybody. You know, you'll meet some people. You'll meet, a couple of cousins. Maybe an aunt or something.
Okay. Do you have like a cool aunt that like some people don't really like so much, but I would like her? That I can just kind of attach?
You want to attach yourself to my aunt. You want to just like latch onto her.
I mean, I will probably be subtle about it at first.
But later,
But maybe
the
just-
gloves are gonna come off. Aunt Sharon. You probably like Aunt Sharon.
Really?
She's pretty cool. You know, she's kind of laid back. She's the younger of all my aunts.
Okay.
Stay away from Aunt Barb. You will not like Aunt Barb.
Okay.
Nobody likes
Do they wear name tags?
No, trust me, you will know who Aunt Barb is. There will not be a doubt in your mind as to which person is Aunt Barb.
Do you realize how much pressure that is?
What? I just said there's going to be no doubt. It just...
Well, what if there's now, if I don't recognize her off the cuff, it's going to be like, oh shit, who's Aunt Barb? This is supposed to be like a shoo-in.
And she'll pick up on it, and she's like, oh, you're here with Derek. I'm Barb. Well, she'll probably introduce herself as Barb.
Her name.
Who is... I would never call her Aunt... No, I don't like her. You don't have to apologize. I kind of want you to apologize for calling my whole family a device that laid waste to 2 Japanese cities. But Aunt Barb, whatever. You could call Aunt Barb anything. I got no problem.
I'm sorry about the
Your hands are so cold.
They're not, it's not going to change.
They are freezing.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
If we're going to have more dates in the future, this is going to go somewhere. You're going to have to know something about me.
You've cold
I
hands.
have cold fucking hands, man.
You just have like such bad
I didn't mean to
circulation.
yell the F word, I'm sorry, man. He's got headphones in. He's got headphones in.
I heard him say it earlier. He's like, hey, come on, like they know those words when they're
You don't know those words when they're
Yeah,
8.
they do these days.
They don't.
With movies and
What do you mean
MTVs
these
and
days?
televisions
There's
and
more censorship than 10 years ago.
yeah, but there's more content. I mean, you could go on the internet. He could go on the internet right now and look at pictures of naked women. Just like boom, like in 3 seconds, he could be looking at naked women.
Not with the way she reacted to the fuck word.
You wouldn't be like, hey mom, check this out. You know, you would do it subtle.
There's absolutely no way that 8-year-old is like, oh, naked women. It's absolutely not. It's out of the question.
You clearly have never been an 8-year-old boy.
You win that one.
Thank
You
you.
still do not win the Antarctica run race thing.
It's a thing. It's a thing that exists. People do it.
I believe that people do it. I don't think it's as normal as running on the continental United States.
I think both of those things are equally ridiculous. Why would you subject yourself to running 100 miles? I don't understand. Like you're running there.
23 point something.
No, the one that runs through the Badlands of New Mexico is 100 miles. You run it for 2 days straight.
Do you know how fast those people's hearts pump?
Pretty fast. I don't know.
Twice. Just when they're like sitting like this, it's like
Not when they're sitting.
yeah. Just in general. Their hearts are healthier than ours.
They're not rabbits, all right? They're not rabbits. They're regular people. You know, when they're at
This
rest.
is true. This is a true thing. When
No.
they're at rest, more blood is pumping through their bodies than blood is pumping through ours. Because ours is like, okay, you didn't run forever.
I don't want to run forever.
Well, your blood doesn't want to pump as fast as theirs.
That's fine.
All right.
I'm okay with
Just
that.
telling
And my
you.
blood's okay with that. We're both hanging out. We're having a good time. My blood's like, oh, let's relax. And I'm like, yeah, let's relax, dude. Let's switch back.
I don't like this. It's colder by the window.
It's really cold up here. I have a question for you.
What?
All right.
Stop staring at me. Stop staring at me.
Don't confront him.
Stop staring at me.
Hey, just sit back down. Don't confront him.
I just did.
I kept telling you the whole time, don't confront him.
Yeah, but you said it after I already confronted him. If you'd said it before, I would have thought about it twice, but I didn't.
You clearly don't fly very well.
I don't fly very often.
You have to get used to these sorts of things. You're gonna have the strange, smelly guy with hair up there who smells like Greek food, maybe, but not like the Greek food you know. You're not like, oh, yeah, gyros for sure. You're like, what is that? There's olives and lamb and something else and tzatziki. He's gonna be on every flight.
That's so specific.
Either him or someone exactly like him is gonna be on every flight.
That's terrifying.
You're gonna have that lady back there. But they still turn one seat and the other an extra She's gonna be on every flight.
Well, that's because we are a sample of America, and there's all sorts of different people here.
Yeah, you gotta get used to the fact that you're gonna be stuck in a metal tube hurtling through the air at 600 miles an hour with those people for 3 hours.
3 hours is like the flight to Texas. We're going twice the flight to Texas.
We will encounter all of these people and or their doppelgangers on the way back.
I don't know how you do this.
It's kind of fun, you know. Like it's kind of you know, like when you're driving, and you try and check off all the license plates in America. Like when you're on a road trip, you're like, oh, smell like Greek guy. Big fat lady done.
Let's get a drink. You want to get a drink?
Yeah, let's get a drink.
Boop. Hi, you forgot our peanuts. And also we'd like some cocktails. She forgot. I'll just have vodka. Just straight.
And 2, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. 3. Let's make 3.
You're gonna have a spray tan.
So were you. Apparently.
Well, I mean, I just did it because you kind of put me on the spot, and I couldn't think of anything else of it.
Sorry.
Because I was like, oh my God, I'm just gonna drink just vodka. Okay, well, all right, do that.
Sometimes when it's gotta go down, it's just gotta go down straight.
Are you like seriously panicked? Are you
I
panicked about
honestly-
frying? Or are you?
I'm itchy. I'm cold. My like getting weird splotches that I didn't know I could get before. I think my hair's falling out. I'm not kidding. It's falling out. There's been like 5 pieces just in the last millisecond.
No hair on my hands. None.
Look. 4.
Because you yanked it out. You yanked on it.
No, I didn't yank.
You did.
I just was like brushing. There was a knot.
No, you just did it again. You like grabbed a hold of it and you were like,
I'm never gonna recover from this. I don't think.
you're gonna recover from flying.
I'm not sure.
The first one's always rough.
I'm
They
gonna get a
easier after
nosebleed.
that.
I can feel it. My nose is so dry up here. I think
You'll be fine.
I'm gonna get a nosebleed.
That happens so rarely. Like, more often you're gonna have like the ear thing, like they don't pop.
There's an ear thing.
Well, they don't pop right. It's easy. You just do this, and you grab your nose, and you breathe
I don't
out.
have that right now. Do I do it anyway?
No, but like if it happens, it's an easy fix.
Is it working?
Like, so you take a breath, you plug your nose, and then you kind of breathe out. Try and breathe out through your nose, and you're gonna force some air into your ear canals,
Sounds
and
dangerous.
they're gonna pop. Don't like be crazy about it. Like don't do your.
How do you
hair
know?
pulling
Is there a
thing.
level?
Don't do your hair pulling.
Can you give me like a
Make
gauge?
it easy. I don't know. You just do it until it happens.
This is not. That's literally the
Start
least
soft and then
specific thing you
work
could have
up.
said.
Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned the whole ear popping
Don't
thing.
talk about the ear popping thing. Is there like a foot thing I need to be aware of? My feet are doing fine. Is that gonna go too?
I'm kind of wondering if I should mention deep vein thrombosis.
Excuse me?
Okay. Well, I mean, you mentioned the feet thing. I mean, I'd be lying if I said there wasn't a thing called deep vein thrombosis, which happens when like you don't move your legs for a long time.
What?
Yeah.
How long? This is like 6 hours.
It's not gonna be. They usually. I never had anybody ever tell me about deep vein thrombosis anytime I flew in America. The first time I flew out of the country, it was like, by the way, there's a booklet about deep vein thrombosis. And it's like, that's when they
What?
mention it.
We're going to the farthest edge of America.
But it's still in America. And we've
It's
been
not
getting up and out of seats the whole time.
Is it like an uncharted waters just triggers it or what? I mean, I don't understand. So we're in America still, that we can just not get it?
No, it happens when you sit in one place for too long. Because it's kind of like your muscles get stiff and the blood
Oh
kind
my
of
god, I
pools.
feel it. It's happening.
You're not. We've been on the. This is what, an hour into the flight. You're not having deep vein
Do
thrombosis.
they have to cut them off?
No, I don't think. They just kind of work them out. I've never heard of anybody getting their legs amputated. I probably shouldn't have phrased it that way. Would you like to switch seats again? We can do that.
No.
You could get up and just kind of walk up and down the aisles. People do it sometimes.
Yeah, I might have to do that.
I mean, it helps a little. I think it helps a little because you feel like the solidness under your feet. You're kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, it's like ground.
Right. It's like ground in the sky. It's like ground. Sky.
Ground in the sky.
It's like ground with 50 billion shacks below you.
Shacks?
Shaquille O'Neal.
I was thinking shacks.
Like the building?
Yeah, like a ramshackle, like, like plywood and like a tin roof.
No, my mind never goes to that ever.
Well, that's why I was like, why are there 50 million poor houses down beneath us?
No, just Shaquille O'Neal.
We're not flying over Mississippi.
Just basketball players.
Just shacks. 50 million
Slash
shacks.
movie
All
stars.
on each other's shoulders.
He counts Shazam.
He does not. Okay, I mean, and to be fair, he also did Steel, where he's a superhero, and those do not count as acting.
So, did he get paid to be in the movie?
I assume so. I don't know. I'm not
I would
his
say that
manager.
counts as acting.
It's awful though. Okay, the big climax of Steel was he had to do a free throw.
Oh, thank you. So many peanuts. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry that I was rude to you, old ladies, earlier. I know that it's. You don't have to give us more peanuts. I understand, but I just really appreciate that you did things. She was not happy.
You call her ma'am.
She's older than me.
You call her by 5 years. You call her
That
miss.
was an approximation.
You call her miss. You're like, excuse me, miss.
That's better than ma'am. Here you go.
Or
Here's
you-
your little baby
You
mom.
could call her by name.
I forgot. I didn't even think about reading her name tag.
Brenda.
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 You were looking straight at her boobs, huh?
I'm